Good night, sweetie.
Good night, Mom.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just had a bad day. Nicole's making fun of me again, and no one would play with me on the playground. I don't have any friends.
Oh, Maya, don't say that. You're a smart, clever, creative girl who always tries to make other people happy. Anyone who doesn't want to be friends with you is crazy.
Yeah, right. You had to say that because you're my mom.
Well, it's true, I am your mom. But you know what? When I was your age, I felt exactly the same way. And your Uncle Junior used to tell me that I was a special person. I didn't believe him either. But he insisted that I had a hero within me, just waiting to burst out. And one day, something happened to help me realize that I did have a hero within me.
Uncle Junior? Didn't he go to school with you and Dad?
Yes, he did.
What was it? What made you realize you had a hero inside you?
You know what? I think it is time to tell you. I think it's time for you to hear about what happened to me, your dad, and Uncle Junior, way back when I was about your age. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. Uncle Junior put this book together so we would always remember what we had learned. And I'm glad he did, because now I can share it with you. So maybe you can benefit from our lessons as well. Would you like to read it together?
Sure.
Quite a few years ago, Uncle Junior, Dad, and I went to school together. It was an ordinary school with ordinary problems. During lunch, most of the kids sat together and had fun. Everyone seemed happy, except your Uncle, Dad, and me. No one wanted to hang out with us. This is your Uncle Junior, and your dad when he was younger. We always sat together because no one else wanted to sit with us. The popular kids used to call us the loser table. Kids were pretty mean in those days. On this particular day, your dad and I were having a very rough time. As usual, Uncle Junior was trying to cheer us up.
What's wrong, Trevor?
I'm such a loser. Billy tripped me again in class and the whole class laughed at me.
Don't let it bug you, Trevor. You're a great guy. And very smart, too.
Yeah, you're always saying those things to me. You are my friend. Of course you would say that, but why don't the other kids think so? They must be right.
You know what, Trevor? They're wrong. In fact, you're probably the smartest kid I know. I'm always asking for your help in chemistry class. I mean, geez, you should probably be teaching the class. Someday you're going to realize that you have what it takes to be a true hero. Don't let those bullies get you down.
Nothing seemed to cheer your dad up. He kept on thinking that he was as much a loser as the bullies thought he was. That's when I walked up. I was having an even worse day. Rebecca had told me that she and her friends were going to beat me up for talking to a boy she liked.
I'm having a terrible day. Garrett asked me a question and I was answering him. I was so happy. I couldn't believe such a cute guy would talk to me. Then Rebecca walked up and started calling me names in front of him. It was so embarrassing. Then Rebecca said she and her friends were going to beat me up after school.
Wow, you are having a bad day.
Why do they hate me so much? What did I ever do to them? I don't want to get beat up.
Don't worry about it. After school, I'll walk you home, so Rebecca can't bother you.
Thanks, but what are you going to do? You couldn't hurt a fly.
I admit, I wasn't very nice to Uncle Junior. He was just trying to help, and I was being mean to him. But I was hurt and scared, and honestly, I didn't think he could hurt a fly. I'd never seen him so much as raise his voice against anyone, let alone a hand. How could he protect me? I found out later that I couldn't have been more wrong. But just about that time, some kids came up and started making fun of us.
Hey, losers, I heard you're going to get beat up after school. That will be hilarious. I can't wait to see it. Are you going to stay and fight or run away like chickens? Block, block.
After the kids left, we felt lower than dirt. But of course, Junior kept trying to cheer us up.
Hey now, don't worry about those guys. Rebecca has no good reason for wanting to beat you up, and you should never feel ashamed for avoiding a fight. That makes you a stronger person. Fighting because you're afraid of what people think is cowardly. Doing the right thing takes courage.
We knew that what he was saying was probably true, but it didn't make us feel any better. Little did we know that everything was about to change. In an old abandoned house on the other side of the tracks, 2 escaped convicts had made their hideout. There they were plotting to commit the biggest crimes in history. The brains of the operation was Mean Marv Clippler. He was mean and nasty. He'd come up with a diabolical plan to steal my empty cup award.
You mean the award you kept in the trophy case? The one that Uncle Junior gave you?
Yes, Uncle Junior gave it to me when we were in school. Even though it was valuable, he wanted me to keep it as a reminder to live life with an empty cup, to keep myself open to learning and growing. I had no idea exactly how valuable that empty cup was. Apparently it was worth more than the crown jewels of England, and Mean Marv wanted it. His partner in crime was Harry Honkin' Croggan. He wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but he would do anything Mean Marv told him to. Usually. Sometimes he needed a little persuading. Harry had never heard of the Empty Cup Award. He didn't know how valuable it was either. Marv had to explain it to him. It was much later before I found out why it was so valuable, and who Uncle Junior really was. The Empty Cup Award was handmade by the famous Tang Soo Do master, Subham Nim Foley. And it was the master himself who gave the award to Uncle Junior, who happened to be Dr. Foley's best student.
Our Uncle Junior?
Yes, Uncle Junior himself. Your dad and I always thought that he was our age in school, but it turns out he was actually a bit older. He had started training with Dr. Foley when he was just a toddler, and though he was young, he was already a black belt in Tang Soo Do. Dr. Foley was very wise. He knew that anyone could learn to punch and kick to defend himself, but it took a truly wise martial artist to use his gifts, talents, and training to avoid conflict and help his community grow. Dr. Foley believed it all began with the idea of an empty cup. Keeping an empty cup is the only way to keep our minds open, allowing us to learn from others and also to help us teach others. When Dr. Foley felt Junior was ready, he bestowed upon Junior the most valuable of his material possessions, the Empty Cup Award. Then he told Junior to go out into the world and find those in the greatest need and to share with them what he had learned. Your dad and I met Junior at the ice cream store down the street. You know how Uncle Junior loves ice cream. And even though he talked funny and dressed strangely, we didn't care. We were soon the best of friends. Little did we know that Uncle Junior had actually selected us as his first students. He gave me the Empty Cup Award and told me to keep it safe. And I did, until that day when Mean Marv set his sights on it. But anyway, back at the hideout, Marv had just finished telling Harry the plan. But Harry had fallen asleep and was dreaming about the empty cup and how much money they could get for it.
Harry, are you asleep? Are you kidding me?
Wake up!
Ow! What's the big idea? You need to pay attention. This is a very important heist. This could make us millions. Stay focused or I'll belt you again. Now it's time for Plan B. We're going to rob a bank.
I have an idea. Everybody robs banks. Why don't we rob a subway instead?
Dr. Foley does own a chain of subways. We just need enough money to leave town until we can sell the empty cup award. It might be easier. Okay. That's the plan. We are robbing a subway. Now for Plan C. We are going to kidnap Junior. If we hold him for ransom, Dr. Foley will pay anything to make sure Junior gets returned safely.
I have another idea. Why don't we have a big party? I love parties. Then invite Junior to the party, hit him over the head, and tie him up. Voila!
That's a stupid idea. A party? We would have all those witnesses. Idiot. Stay with me here, Harry. Kidnapping Junior will guarantee that Dr. Foley will give us all his possessions to get his best student back. Kidnapping Junior will be a piece of cake.
And we'll be rich. Woohoo!
A little while later, they showed up at my house. They cased the place to make sure no one was around. And when the coast was clear, they approached the house. They peeked through the window, but because I was in the family room, they didn't see me. Thinking no one was home, Harry began picking the lock. Quietly, they slid in through the door. They must have heard the TV on and realized that someone was home, but such was their greed that they refused to give up. Sneaking into the family room, they saw the TV on, but they couldn't see me because I was laying down on the couch. They did, however, see the empty cup award sitting in the trophy case. Harry and Marv finally realized I was in the room when I sat up to change the channel. Not realizing they were there, I got up to get some ice cream from the kitchen. I had no idea they were watching me the whole time. While I was out of the room, they took the opportunity to grab the empty cup award from the trophy case. They actually had it in their hands. When I came back into the room, I saw them there, holding the empty cup award. I remembered what Junior had said about keeping it safe, but I was terrified. Then I remembered what else Junior had told me. When I'm in danger, try to remain calm and think. I knew I couldn't stop them by myself, but there was one thing I could do. Scream! I screamed so loud that Marv and Harry dropped everything, including the empty cup award. My scream was so loud that it broke my mom's favorite glasses. That was all it took. Before the echo of my scream had died away, Marv and Harry had bolted out the front door, leaving the empty cup award right where it belonged. I was so happy. I knew that I had stopped them all by myself. I felt so strong and powerful. And at that moment, I finally understood what Junior had been trying to tell me. We all have a hero within, even me. And just a few hours later, your father learned the same thing.